right here. And as you see, right after this spike, price shot up a little bit. And just simply was not enough bulls pushing the stock, so it just hung around. And then volume started to decrease, lost its momentum. Momentum shift right here. Notice shifts it. Stock moved up, test to close, pulled it right back. The stock is going to close like relatively close to what it yesterday's close was. Nothing too dramatic is going to happen. So Microsoft went over, Cisco went over. Let's go check out Google, see if they broke out. Alright, it broke out in a bearish direction. Let's go back to the morning. Just scroll a little bit. Alright, so nice little gap up. Did a little triangle thing. Went below the close. Like I said, very important point here. It used it as support here and here for this double bottom. And then after the double bottom, it even went to a triple bottom, which is, well, I wouldn't even really call it a triple bottom. I'd call it mainly as a triangle trend. But like I said, support is very important because you see it bounced off of the support. This right here, when you see this momentum shift come in, let me get a line over here. When you see this gradual trend up, you should be looking to pull the trigger on a buy. And then right here, right on this one up wick after these two really thin bear wicks, excuse me, you should be pulling the trigger on a purchase because that indicates the stock's gonna go up. It tried to shift momentum. The momentum shift did not work. It was very bullish, so it kept up. So if you would have bought it at this price is roughly 365. You would have been good to lock in, assuming you would pick the peak, right? 368. So not a bad profit. And then it kind of hung out, just did a little more triangle pattern. It's not as like let me zoom in so you could tell it out a little more. Pumped up, dipped, and now it's kind of just doing its own thing. It had a big drop here. Let me squeeze it. See right here, it broke the support held by the previous close, and once that support broke, it just tunneled its way down. Look at this. This is a 1 minute candlestick. The stock dropped from 563 to 551 in 1 minute. And then after this drop, we had a nice rebound coming in, filled that gap, touched the peak, and then just gradually on its way down with regular trends. So just a quick thing to note, and then actually we recently had this volume spike right here, so it looks like it might be triggering a decent momentum shift. Let's see if we can keep it up. So quick update, it's 128. I'll try to get back before the market closes, but like I said, I'm having a pretty busy day. I just want to do a quick check-in. 137. Apple's kind of starting to break out right now. Notice pushed for support. It tested it with this wick up. It didn't break it, and it's pulling back. But this is pretty much the breakout I wanted to show you. Is right back here. Found its support level, bounced off support, and then triangle pattern up. Broke out of resistance right here. Broke out of resistance, and then just moved its way up until it hit another support. Resistance level, and then support is right down here. You're gonna notice as you trade more that it's more based off of support and resistance points when trading as opposed to technicals. Like it pretty much the order of importance I'd rate it would be support, resistance, followed by volume. Volume is also extremely important. Followed by the RSI, or the relative strength index, which I don't even have open on here. I should probably pop that open. Just 1 second. is this gonna pull up the real? All right, here's your relative strength index, which is it oversold? Is it overbought? Overbought would be the upper region. Oversold would be the bottom region. And I'll pull up 6 month on it. And this is pretty much just the RSI for Apple in the 6 month period. You notice stock price goes up, the RSI fluctuates the price. But when it breaks above these 2 lines, like it did here, and like it did over here, it's when it gets important, because that's when it gets oversold, which means obviously the stock's oversold, probably start to bounce soon, or overbought, and when it's overbought, it'll probably start to decline. So those points are very important pivoting points for a stock. So yep, that's my quick check-in. I'll probably check in again soon. Alright, quick check-in. Apple just broke the first level of intraday support. Might test the second level. If it breaks the second level I drew, we're heading down to, let me zoom out a little bit. If it breaks this level, next support roughly down here at F382. So you might see a pretty big pullback. So yeah, there it goes. Just fully broke the first. And we're going to be testing the second right here. Here we go. Tested it, pulled back up. That was a quick thing. We really consider that a test. Went below. If the next wick closes below, it looks like we will have a break in the support level. So just hang out and watch this for a little bit. And quick notes. MACD heading down. It's below 0. Remember MACD, if it goes below 0 or above 0, well, if it goes below 0, it's bearish. Above 0 is bullish. And then you have the trigger signal line crossovers, and also the histogram is pointing downwards, which is also pretty bearish. What else we have? We have all the moving averages heading down. The Bollinger Bands are spreading, they're not squeezing right now. And that's pretty much it for this nice little downward trend, which is pretty anticipated for the intraday, which as you see more charts, you'll generally learn what happens with at least Apple tends to pump in the morning, maybe do a little bit of a pullback, and then go back to high levels, pull back, and then usually closes pretty strong. So cut back later. Alright, just a quick final check-in. The market's closed. Actually been closed for quite a while now. But Apple finished 383.35 below my target price, which is unfortunate, but it happens. Nothing really too much happened throughout the day that was missed or not covered previously. It kind of just hung out, did some triangle patterns. Here's that big dip. See, this is a fake out cup and handle. You have it, fake out, goes to pop, and pulls back. I might have mentioned that already, but just